Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. I'm your girl Katrina, and today we're gonna have some fun. You're in for a treat because I mentioned it a few videos ago. I promised I would do this. You guys have been asking for it, so we're about to have a showdown. We're gonna have two heat presses going head to head. They're similar. They almost look the same, just slightly different in color, but now that I think about it, one brand has a second color that it's literally almost identical. So I'm gonna put these heat presses up side by side. I'm gonna go through everything so that way you can make an informed decision on which one is gonna be the better fit for you. Today is the day. It's the showdown. It's going down, the battle of the auto heat press 15 by 15 from HTVRONT and from Vevor. All right, stay tuned. Let me go get these heat presses. Over here in this corner, we have the Vevor 15 by 15 auto release heat press. This one is from Vevor. Let the crowd go wild. Yay! Yay! Stay tuned. I'll be right back with the contender. And over here in this corner, we in the famous HTVRONT auto heat press. This one comes in.
Here's Rock Station.
Are you kidding me? Hey Siri, stop.
Done.
Hey Siri, stop. I can't make this stuff up. How did that even happen? And over here in this corner, we have the HTVRONT auto heat press. Comes in white and it comes in like a blue as well. So it might be the exact same color as this one. I'm not sure. This one I've had the longest. This one just came out. So as you can see, they are literally almost identical, right? Not quite. So in today's video, in order to be fair, in order to be completely unbiased, I'm not going to tell you which one I like the best. I'm going to let you answer that down in the comments, but I'm going to take you through everything. All the specs, all the functionality. We're going to go through the sizing, the differences. I'm going to actually press some things so that way you can see which one works better. They're both 15 by 15. Let's just get that out the way. The platen is a 15 by 15 size. So when I pull it out, automatically, as you can see, I want to make sure I have the exact same distance. I'm going to come around so that way you can see everything. Right off the bat, I can see a difference. Let me see if you can see it. So right off the bat, time I pull out the heat presses, and I'm going to do it from this angle. You see which one comes out further, gives you more clearance. All right, I'm going to draw them back in. And I just want you to see from the back, they're in the same position, literally at the same distance. Okay, this one is a little bit taller than this one, just slightly, or they look like they could be about the same. Yeah, this one has a little bit more height over it. I mean, not by much. So from the back view, the Vevor, the on and off switch is in the rear. On the HTVRONT, everything is up here, okay? So this one is in the front. The panel is in the front. On this one, it's still in the front, but it's more up top. They created their panel to be on the top. This one is two-tone, blue and black. This one is pretty much all white, but of course you have some gray. This one, you hear that sound. You hear that click? When it goes in. This one is just more of a slide. So when you pull them out, this one gives you much more clearance. Much more clearance, okay? So from the side view, you have about this much space that's left. All right? Now, of course, my mat is a little bit messed up because I've been using it. I've been pressing it, all right? So now, right off the bat, one of the things that I didn't like when I started using this one, as you can see, if you saw my unboxing video, I messed up the platen, or I messed up the pad. Still haven't gotten it off, so I just flipped it over. But as you can see, I can move this all around. Move it all around. So when I was pressing this the very first time, and every time I would have my garment, which I will show you, nothing is on it now, so it's fine. But when something is on it and pressing, it would get stuck. But also, to be fair, I did get something stuck. But also, to be fair, when this pressed, it got stuck on the top. But nevertheless, this has no security. This one, as you can see, it has these strings or bands that loop on underneath, and it sits in there and it just locks in place. So all I have to do is just hook it on, and I can take it off if I want, and I can flip this over. So if my mat is worn, or if I want to clean it or anything, I can just take this off. I messed up that side too. I've had this one for a while. This one is more secure. If it didn't have that, then it would of course move around like this one. But let's look at the plate. Let's look at the actual heating plate. I mentioned it before. This one has no edge, no band around it, nothing to keep the mat stable. This one has no edge, no band around it to keep the mat stable, to hold it in place, even if it doesn't have those strings. This one has a slight raised edge, so that way it kinda sits in a groove. Not quite, but it still has something. But either way, it has these bands that you're able to latch on underneath. I like that. Okay, that's a bonus feature. All right, now they both have these grooves, handles, so that way it's easy to carry. This is a 15 by 15, even though they have some weight on it. If you want to move it around, you want to take it out, or whatever you want, transport it, it has these grooves on both of them. So I like that. So it's on both. All right, so when I push it back in, you have the HTVRONT logo right here. Push this one in. You have the Vevor logo up top. All right, so now I'm gonna go ahead and cut them on so that way we can do a head-to-head comparison. All right, so it's time to plug them in, and I want to see which one loads the fastest. Now, I have a plug on this side and a plug on this side, so you're just gonna look to see, but not really gonna be able to do it at the exact same time, but I'm gonna try to do it as fast and as close as I can. Okay, so this one, you have to hit the button. That one, you have to hit the button as well. So there goes that one. This one comes on. So now they both automatically start heating up from the last setting that you have stored, from the last thing that you used, all right? So it's automatically heating up, but I'll go ahead and change the settings to my first material that I'm gonna be using. But before that, we're just gonna go over some of the key features. With the HTVRONT, with the control panel, you have your temperature gauge, you have your time, you have your plus and minus to take it up or down for the time and the temperature. So if I hit this button right here, the auto, it automatically goes down, all right? And then all I have to do is hit the R to release it, pull it out. So again, once I hit this A for auto, you see those arrows going back and forth? That lets you go back and forth between the auto. Hit that R, automatically comes up. Pull out my drawer. Now I'm gonna turn it off, and you can see it correlate up there. So if I turn it off, the A disappears from up here. So if you see, now the auto feature is on, now it's off. So when I put my drawer in, nothing happens, okay? Nothing happens. With the Vevor, I don't believe there's a mode for that. You have your settings, it has custom settings, but it does not have, from my knowledge, from my recollection, and you guys can let me know, because like I said, I only used this one once, but I saw nowhere in the instructions where it has a feature for it to automatically lower. So when I close the drawer, you have to start it with the plus button. and now it automatically goes down, okay? Minus button to come up. So this one has an auto feature, or you can hit the start button. So if I hit this one because the auto is off, it goes down. So their R button or the auto mode is like a start. I'm gonna press it back to come back up. This one starts. As you can see, there's no start or stop. There's no V for Vevor button, as this one is the R for the start. This one, everything is by the plus and the minus. Plus to draw it, bring it down, minus to open it back up. So the HTVRONT has custom settings. The first button right here is for the program settings that they have. They have 1, 2, 3, 4 settings already stored. Now those are already stored in the machine, but if you want to have your own custom settings, you can hit the button in the middle and then you can create and set your own settings. Now I'm going to take it up, and it increases in 5 degrees. As you can see, 245, 250, 255. So it increases by 5 degrees. Now if I want to set that, I'll set that. And now if I want to change the time for how many seconds, I would hold on to time. When it flashes, I can take that up or I can take it down. Okay, and I can store that. So now I'm going to hit this button, and now that setting is stored, and now it's going to go to that desired temperature that I've set. So now on the Vevor machine, it was just a little bit more tricky for me to figure out. You have your temperature right here, you have your time display right here, your counter, and this is also going to display the different modes. It's also going to display the pressure, as you'll see a P. They also have 3 different settings as well. As you can see, like a little t-shirt indicator for 1, 2, and then you have 3. So the mode button down here goes back and forth with different times and temps that they have set. And if you want to change the times or temps on this one, you can hit the setup. You can take up your time and temperature with the plus and minus button. So I'm going to set it to 320. Okay. And then for the seconds, I'm going to take it down to 15, because this is going to be the first thing I'm pressing actually at 330 for 15 seconds. And then you can toggle back and forth between Celsius and Fahrenheit. So if I want it to go to Fahrenheit, if I want to go to Celsius, I'm going to hit the set button again, because I'm going to take it back up to 330. I'm going to hit set, 15 seconds. And if I wanted to switch between Celsius and Fahrenheit, I would just hit this the minus for Celsius, but I'm going to keep it on Fahrenheit. Okay, so that one is pressed. And once I hit the plus button to bring it down, to apply the pressure, you want to hit the plus, and you hear it kind of beeping or stamping. And as you can see, the P, see if we can get good lighting so you guys can see that. Now it says P5. So that's the highest pressure setting. I hope you guys can see that. And as it is going down, the seconds is going down, it's going to automatically come up. But if I want to stop it for any reason, I can just raise it. So now let's talk about clearance before we actually press. But before that, I have this one heating up to 330. Let's go ahead and get this one to 330. So I'm just going to create my own. So 15 seconds, and it's going to heat up to 330. And this one is already at 330 and 15 seconds. All right, so now I want you guys to see the spacing. And I'm going to be measuring the space from the pad to the top platen, if I can get, an accurate measurement. So this is the space that I'm going to be measuring right here, because of course the garment is not going to go down here. This is the space that I'm going to be measuring for the Vevor. Just looking at it, it looks like the HTVRONT has a little bit more clearance. Okay, but let's be a little bit more certain. Okay, so to be a little bit more fair, I'm on top of this and I'm measuring to right here. I don't want to burn myself. So that looks like it could be literally about 1 inch. 1 inch from the pad to the top of here. You guys see that? there's a ledge right here, back here. All right, so I'm measuring to the top of the platen, and it looks like it could be about 1 inch to about right down here. See where my weeding tool is coming? That's 1 inch for the HTVRONT. Let's bring it over to the Vevor. Gonna slide that out. This is actually the top of the platen right here. This one has like an extra layer down here that comes out, a platen that comes out. This one is just literally right here at the top. So when I put my ruler right here, as you can see, automatically, the 1 inch literally comes to right here. So we're talking about less than an inch down here to where the bottom of the platen is. So you have less clearance here. So you're talking about down here. It's literally like, what is that? I'm not good with fractions, y'all. It's more than a half, but it's like what? The 7/4 or something, 3/4? Y'all know what I'm saying. But it's literally right here. All right, so you want more clearance, the HTVRONT. Now the one good thing that I will mention, both of them are set to the time and temp that I want, 330, 15 seconds, 330, 15 seconds. They do not take long to heat up at all. I mean, they are really fast. They're actually faster than a regular heat press. My Hotronics takes forever to heat up, and it gives you the time how long it takes. But when I tell you, I know this HTVRONT is fast, but the Vevor is fast as well. So when you set it for a desired time and temp, I mean, it's really fast. So that you don't have to worry about. So we have some garments. Of course, we have some garments we're gonna test. I am going to, of course, bring you in and let you see what it would look like if you're pressing hoodies, crew necks, or thick t-shirts, okay? And then we're gonna press some shirts, have some vinyl, 2 different types of vinyl, and I'm gonna press this transfer, and we're gonna see which one does better. Keep watching, because this is where the real test begins. Okay, HTVRONT, Vevor. So first I'm gonna take a kid's hoodie. I'm gonna take a kid's hoodie, all right? This is a Gildan hoodie. Now, if you normally put your hoodies this way, you might not want to, because then you're gonna have to, you know, really like put your hand under there. Even though this one is a little bit more clearance, has more space, it's still a tight fit. So you can pull it back like that, or you can turn it to the side. All right? You don't want to get burned, because you can definitely feel the heat. So you would have to do it like that and slide it in. I have the auto feature off because I have this little tag on here and I don't want it to burn. Okay, but now let's bring it in. Bring it down and press. Okay, bring it back up. So it can fit a hoodie, or you can turn it this way and do it and press. Okay, so just to show you, now let's look at the Vevor. Less clearance. Remember, less clearance. But again, we don't want to heat press, and as you can see, this keeps moving. Every time I put this thing on, it's moving. So that's annoying. So right off the bat, I'm not going to even attempt to do it that way, because it's just going to be too much. The pad literally just keeps moving, but I still got to like kind of stuff and cram. Or you can take the pad out. Somebody's probably saying in the comments, just take the pad out. Because if it's based on price, and if it's based on, you know, you really just needing a small compact heat press, you're going to make it work. You're going to do what you got to do to make it work, right? And then also what you can do is, well, I'm trying to turn it once you get it on, but it's a matter of still fitting the hood under there. All right, so you would probably have to press it this way or press it this way. Where there's a will, there is a way, okay? So you can press it this way if you like as well. Still got to fit this in here, but it's still, you're not trying to cram the hood under here. I'm just trying not to I just don't want my fingers to get burned. All right, so now once you had that under there, then you can press it this way. Hit the plus button to bring it down, and then you can add more pressure as well. Weird. Okay, you can press it like that. That's a hoodie. Okay, now this is a kid's hoodie. This is only a 15 by 15. This is an extra small size, But just imagine if you had an adult size. What size is this? This is a lane 7 medium, okay? Now, to be honest, I probably would not press anything larger than an adult, medium, maybe a large. Extra large, 2X, forget about it. Unless you're doing like a small left chest logo size or something, but like a full design, yeah, no. Okay, so you see this big old hood? This is an adult size. If you're getting this to press adult garments, I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna try to smash it. There's not a lot of space back there. Let me give you the side preview so that way you can look at the spacing as well. So this is what you're trying to fit the hood under there, all right? Because that's the back. And then you need to straighten it out. Make sure your design is straight as possible. This is just for demo purposes, right? Gotta get the string out the way, and then you have to pull it through. Okay, so now you can see, kind of see. And as you can see, you still have some space. So once I lower that down, we're good. You can press a hoodie on the HTVRONT. Now, y'all gonna see it on this Vevor. Let me try to cram it on the Vevor. All right, and here we go. Medium size adult hoodie on the Vevor. Gonna give you the side. This is the space. All right, that's the space. And I'm trying to get the hoodie under there. Ooh, almost burnt my hand. Stop playing. All right. I just don't want to do this. Like, this is not what I want to do when I'm going to press my garments. You know, like, who wants to struggle? So I'm not going to put it all the way in this way. I would automatically turn it around. But as you can see, the pad just keeps moving. It just keeps moving. You can turn it around the other way if you want. You can do it sideways. So I just wanted to do a brief demo if I could. Now they're a little bit too close. So either way, you're still having to bunch and slide, but the hood is a little bit more trickier. So I'm going to slide it out, try to straighten it again, and then slide this underneath. Okay, like that. So that was a little easy. That was better. But you know, I just don't want to have to, oops, child, I'm getting burned for y'all. All right, so now I can get flat. All right, and I got that back there. Let's look at the spacing. So as you can see, you can still see all the way to the back. Have a little bit spacing, but not that much. This is the side view. It looks like it's almost touching, right? Looks like it's almost touching, but it's not. All right, so we got it under there. Let's press it down. That's what it looks like, okay? Can you press? Let's go ahead and start actually pressing some stuff. So I'm gonna start with some Thermoflex HTV. That's why we set the time for 3:30, 15 seconds. It's a medium to firm pressure. I'm gonna separate it, have the same exact design for both presses. And we're gonna start off with t-shirts. So I'm just gonna press one on this regular t-shirt. And then because I messed up my son's shirt in the last video, we're just gonna do a lot of the second ones on this shirt because we don't wanna just keep wasting shirts. I'm gonna do a quick pre-press to get the moisture out. 2 seconds is good. That one comes up faster. So I did notice that, all right? And now I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna place the transfers on here. This one doesn't matter where it's at because literally doesn't matter. This one I am gonna place, you know, 3 to 4 fingers from the top, try to center it as best I can because I might wear it. Teflon on top. All right, so 3:30, 15 seconds. Again, this is Thermoflex Plus. We're gonna put the auto feature on. This one is gonna automatically press. This one, I am going to add the pressure, okay, once we go. So we're gonna go ahead, this one. Add the pressure, okay? And not sure what happened to the thing. Where is it? It's at the top, guys. Okay, there we go. This is a warm or cold peel. A warm or a cold peel. Okay, gonna let them cool down. gonna shake them up. I can already, when I did that, I can already tell that this one didn't stick because it literally just came up. Look at that. Nothing stuck for the Vevor. Nothing. Even with the highest pressure. If you saw my unboxing video, I couldn't get anything to stick down. All right. Let's go ahead and look at the HTVRONT. Now, I know some people were saying in the comments, I think 1 or 2 people said, oh, just apply more time. I shouldn't have to do that because I've never had to do that with any other heat press. If it says 15 seconds, it should press in 15 seconds, okay? So now let's see this one. Come on, HTVRONT. There we go. Saw just one little spot on the L in the beginning that it lifted, but it pressed. It's down. So I am going to give it a final press. Look at that. Love. That's down there. Nothing is lifting. Nothing is coming up. This is a really, really great vinyl. We're just going to press it again. That goes down automatically. I had a board that I was going to put under here. Couldn't find it, but I am going to put something underneath that one. This one is done. This one is done. Perfect. HTVRONT. First one came out really awesome. All right, this is a piece of plywood. I had a metal slab, sublimation slab. I cannot find it, but I'm just gonna add this board under here because I wanna see if I can get something that's going to apply more pressure. So it should be fine because I've sublimated wood before. So let's go ahead and put this underneath it. Let's see if that makes a difference. Trying to bring it up. It's just really hard to maneuver because of the material of the pad. So that's another thing. This is smooth where it glides. This doesn't because of this material. It's really hard to move your shirt, you know, to adjust it. I don't like that. Here we go again, guys. We're gonna put that down on there. And now we have a board underneath, okay? Hitting the plus button. And I'm applying pressure, more pressure. 15 seconds. Bring that up. Okay. So warm or cold peel. Here we go, moment of truth, second time around. Oops. As you can see, it's lifting a little bit. Yep, it's lifting. I'm not sure if you guys can really see that. Nope, nope. There's just, in my opinion, just not enough pressure on this machine. Just not enough pressure. All right, so that was the test. I did it twice. I did it without anything under, and then I did it with the board to see if I can apply a little bit more pressure. All right, so it's a no-go for the HTV. Moving on to the next. So now I'm gonna press some glitter HTV. This is Caesar. Really love this color. Color is mint. So I'm gonna change my time and my temp. So for the Caesar glitter, I'm gonna press it at 320. So I'm gonna take this down to 320 and we're gonna press it at 25 seconds. So I'm just gonna bring this down to 320 and I'm gonna take it up to 25 seconds. I'm taking out the board to be fair for the first time around. I'm gonna press some Bella Canvas shirts. Now you know I don't wanna mess up no Bella Canvas. These are the exact same shirts, just different colors, okay? Now the good thing about it is if it doesn't press, I can always just take it off with, you know, heat. All right, so I am going to pre-press both of these guys. I don't like that I have to start this one. If it's an auto heat press, it should be auto. That one at least comes up and down faster. I'm not sure if you guys are noticing that, but that one is just a little bit faster. I'm gonna separate this. Alrighty, so we have that one set. That color is gonna look really, really nice up against this shirt. Oh, what in the world just pressed something from before? Come on now, get it together, Vevor. When I did the pre-press, oh Lord, something done got on the shirt. Some vinyl must have stuck to the top. All right, so I got a bigger Teflon. I'll see if I can get that off later. We're gonna cover them both. Okay, we're gonna press. As you can see, 10 seconds left. We got 7 seconds left. My camera died, so I gotta change the battery. I wanted it to be in real time. Okay, they both literally came out at the same time. Alrighty. And if you didn't know, glitter HTV is going to be a cold peel. So we're gonna let this cool down and then we're going to peel them both. Here is the glitter on the HTVRONT. Perfect, and I love that color. I love that color. That's the mint. Ooh yeah, that looks nice. That looks nice. Nothing is lifted, and like I said, I can just put heat behind it, take a little small mini press and get that out. Didn't see that, so I'll take that out at a later date. All right, here we go. Come on, fingers crossed, Vevor. Don't let me down. Let's get it. Let's get it. Uh-oh. 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 Okay, Vevor. Okay, Vevor. And I even like the way that color looks on the navy. Yes. Okay. All right, so let's give them both a final press. We gotta say, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get this off. I can't believe I did that. I finally get a shirt right, and then I mess it up with something else. Like, are you kidding me? All right, so I'm gonna take that off the platen just to see if at a later date, later time, I can get that off. So I don't want that to keep pressing. All right, so let's cover it with the Teflon, and we're gonna give it a final press. So as you can see, I don't know what's up with the HTV and the transfer from last time, but that pressed pretty good. I'm gonna take this off first, so that way I don't keep pressing it to make it harder. So I have my little mini manual press. I'm going to just take that and put it underneath, and I'm going to remove out the piece that I forgot to weed out. All right, I'm impatient, not waiting for the green light. I'm gonna do it lightly because I don't want to stretch out the design, but you just want to give it a few seconds. Now this didn't even heat up all the way, but you just want to let it touch on there, and I can already see where it's separating, and I'm just gonna weed out that part. Once the heat gets to it, you can take it off. All right, and you want to remove it because you don't want anything else to come up. Now my S is an actual S. All right, here we go. Final press for a few seconds. Alrighty. And that is the Caesar glitter. Guys, I know y'all were probably saying in the comment, I'm over it. I just noticed, you know, it's one thing when you're recording and you're looking at, you know, through the camera, it's a little bit difficult sometimes, but I'm literally looking at the shirt too. But I forgot to weed out the bottom of the S. Sorry. I'll take that out later. Use the same trick. All right, but I'm just happy. I'm just ecstatic that I finally got something to press perfectly with the Vevor. So next we're gonna do some TKO cells. These are their glitter transfers. This is the Active Sport. These are the ones that require heavy pressure. Just make sure you read the labels. So last time I did the DTF transfers that required the heavy pressure, and it was a no-go. So we're gonna try the Active Sport glitter transfers from their site. I really like this design, so I don't want to mess it up. And it's heavy pressure. I have to set the time and temp. Again, now I'm gonna take it up to 325. And this only requires 7 seconds, guys. 7 seconds. I've had a perfect transfer every time using my other heat press. And I'm just gonna do 8 seconds, just because. Give it that extra second. I'm gonna press it on a crop top again, because it's hot. And we just like, these are just really comfortable. Really comfortable. And I don't sell these, so whenever I have these are just mine. So I can use these for demo purposes as opposed to my t-shirts, which I sell. So now, because I'm not sure if it's gonna press on the Vevor, we're just gonna use a regular rag shirt that I cut. I literally just cut one side off. So it's still a t-shirt. They're both 100% cotton shirts, okay? This is the Active Sport. Hope I love this combo. The gold up against, this is the metallic gold up against like an Auburn shirt. Texas orange shirt. And like I said, I do not want to waste another shirt, so we're just pressing it on the black, okay? We're just pressing it on the black. 325 degrees Fahrenheit, and I'm pressing it at 8 seconds. Here we go. Plus, I'm going to apply more pressure. This is a hot peel, meaning you peel it right away. So now, I'm gonna peel that. Look at that. Look at that. Perfect. Perfect for that one. Hot peel. Up, 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 up. Do y'all see that? Y'all see that? Nope, 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 nope. Nope, 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 nope. This one peeled up. That one peeled up. And I can still peel it up. Yeah. Like, come on. This one, the HTVRONT did perfect. Did perfect. And I love the way the colors came out. I really like that. Alright? That's why I put the good one over here. Because I wasn't sure about that one. I'm going to give this one a final press. Oops. Okay. Keep sticking to the top. And this one is done. So guess what? The test is not over yet because it wouldn't be a true test if we didn't supplement, right? So I'm about to supplement some silky socks. So I've never supplemented with this one yet, so I really want to see how it's gonna do. I have supplemented with this one before and it's always perfect, but just in case if you've never used it for supplementation or you're wondering, can I supplement with these auto presses? We're about to supplement some silky socks front and back. Fingers crossed, let's see which one does better. Let me print out my design. All right, so I have my images. I printed out my images on my Epson EcoTank 8550, and I just got a simple design marble background from Creative Fabrica. I'll have it linked down below. Not trying to create something fancy. This is just for demo purposes. I just want to match with the red silky socks. I'm gonna see if I can fit both the socks together. Now I need to take my time and temp up on both of them. This baby already shut down, so now we have to warm it back up. So this one, so the HTVRONT does shut down when it's not in use. I thought this one did as well, but this has never shut down yet. But the HTVRONT has shut down twice because if you're not using it, it will auto shut off. True auto heat press. This one, I don't know. Viva, time out. Like, time out if I'm not using it. You just used up my electricity. Alright, so you have to have butcher paper when you're supplementing. So we're going to cut out a few pieces. You want to put it on the bottom and you want to put it on the top. So now I have to actually go find my sock jigs. So I'm inserting the jig for the silky socks, and I just realized I should have had the longer one, but it's fine. I'm just gonna do this for demo purposes. Alright, definitely should have had the longer one, but I don't feel like taking it out. Alright, so now I'm gonna do front on one and back on the other. Alright, so as you can see, it doesn't really fit that way totally. I'm trying to get it all to fit on one sock. That's what I'm really trying to get it. I mean, with one paper. Alright? So you have to be able to maneuver it. I know the silky sock owner, he probably like, girl, why? Just get a bigger sheet of paper, which I should have did. Alright, but look, we're gonna make it work. We're gonna make it do what it do, baby. Now this is going to be one side, and I'm using it with the HTVRONT. Using it with the HTVRONT. Don't shift. Don't shift. Okay? I'm going to go ahead and press that in. Oh, I feel like something moved. I feel like something moved. So I got 50 seconds on the HTVRONT. Alright, here we go. Comes up automatically. Slide that out. Woo. Here we go, moment of truth. All right. That's that side. It is really, really hot. Really, really hot. Okay. That's how that side looks. Little galaxy marble action going on with the red socks. All right, so now what you want to do is you want to make sure you bring it in, and we're going to jump over to the Vevor. All right, we're gonna jump over to the Vevor. So you're bringing it in so that way you don't have any white showing. All right. And I'm going to take the other one and I'm going to place it on top. This one is a much tighter fit when it goes in, so I don't want it to move. So I'm just going to add some heat resistant tape on the side because that one shifted when it slid in. So I'm pretty sure this one is going to do that as well. All right. So I'm going to try to help it, guide it in. All right. There we go. Here we go. Same time, same temp, 375, 50 seconds. Now, of course, you can do more. Some people press at 400 degrees, and I think Silky Socks does recommend 400 degrees, but we're pressing at 375. Alrighty, here we go, guys. Here we go. First time sublimating with the Vevor. Alrighty, that's what the paper looks like. Alright, so this is the Vevor side. This is the Vevor side. All right, let's flip it over so that way we can see the other side. Looks a little dull to me. Looks a little dull to me. All right, so now I'm going to flip it over. And that's that side. Yep, you can definitely tell there's a difference. This is a little bit more darker. This is definitely lighter. Definitely lighter. So, more vibrant. Yep, this one looks a little bit faded. So that's it for the test. It is time to shut both these babies down. Shutting this one off from the back and shutting this one off right here. So once again, up close, this is everything that I did today. This was the glitter transfer. This one was done by the HTVRONT. As you know, the Vevor, it would not press. This is the Thermoflex Plus, pressed with the HTVRONT. The Vevor did not press. This is the Silky Socks Sublimation. This is the side that we did with the HTVRONT. And this is the side with the Vevor. Yeah, you guys be the judge. This is the glitter HTV. This one was done with the HTVRONT, and this one was done with the Vevor. Okay, really like that mindset, and yes, I am going to take that out. So you guys let me know which one you like the best. And there you have it. The showdown is over. Over here in this corner was the HTVRONT Auto Press. Let me know what you think about this sleek white spaceship 15 by 15 of a heat press. And then over here in this corner, the new one on the market, the Vevor two-tone blue and black auto release heat press from Vevor. All right, let me know what you think about each one, your comments. I want to know your thoughts. Do you have the HTVRONT? Do you have the Vevor? Some people said they liked this one. Some people said they had no issues with them. I know a lot of people said they didn't like this one either. Some people just don't like this style. So it's going to be your preference. It's going to be what is your business based on, what are you going to be using it for. That's what it's going to come down to. And of course, it's going to come down to price. They're pretty much in the same ballpark. Both of them will be linked down below in the description box. You can find them on Amazon. And again, thank you so much for watching. I love you all. I love doing videos like this. My first showdown or versus video was with the mug press and the sublimation oven. So go back and definitely check that out if you're interested in some more showdown or versus videos. So if you found this video helpful in any type of way, informative, entertaining, please don't forget to hit the like button, hit the thumbs up, goes a long way, and it really helps the channel out. Don't forget to like and subscribe if this is your very first time here, and if you are a returning subscriber, love you. You already know the vibes. Thanks for watching, and as always, keep pressing, always moving grace, and I'll see you guys in the next video. See you later. Love you. Bye.